Have you ever been so caught up in a moment that you forgot the world outside? That's exactly what happened to me and my friends on a day that was supposed to be a joyous reunion after over a year of not seeing each other. This is the story of how a simple oversight led to hurt feelings, angry texts, and a friendship left hanging by a thread. I'm 28 years old, just like my four friends. We've been through college together, seen each other at our best and worst, and somehow managed to keep the bond alive despite the relentless march of adulthood. Work, relationships, life in general had kept us apart, but we finally found a day when all of us were free. The plan was simple but meaningful: a movie marathon at an indie cinema, a nod to our college days when we'd binge watch films together, losing track of time and responsibilities. Next to this cinema is a cafe, a place that holds countless memories for us. It's where we'd spend hours talking about everything and nothing. So naturally, I sent a message to the group, suggesting we meet at the cinema early to grab seats, assuming everyone would remember our old habits. Two of us arrived at the same time, and with the theater not yet open, we did what felt natural. We headed to the cafe to catch up. Excited, we even sent a photo to our group chat, a silent invitation for the others to join us in reliving old times. Rick arrived later, but by then, the cinema had opened its doors. Unaware of our slight detour, he went straight in. We thought it was only a matter of time before he'd realize and come find us. But then there was Mark, the friend who never showed. As the minutes ticked by, a nagging feeling started to settle in. It wasn't like Mark to be late, let alone miss out without a word. It was only when I noticed my phone, still on silent from work, that I realized something might be wrong. A missed call from Mark was the only sign that things hadn't gone as planned. He had been there, in his car, watching the rain blur the world outside, wondering where we all were. With no sign of us, he felt abandoned, an afterthought in what was supposed to be a day of reunion and camaraderie. His frustration poured out through angry texts and a voice message that cut deep, filled with words of disappointment and hurt. I tried to mend the situation, offering to buy him a ticket for the next showing, hoping we could turn the day around. But the damage was done. He said it was too late. The gesture, though well-intended, couldn't undo the feeling of being left out, of not mattering enough for us to ensure he was included. The truth is, none of us intended to hurt Mark. The cafe was our meeting spot for years. It didn't even cross our minds that he might not remember or realize we were there. But assumptions are a tricky thing, and what seems obvious to some can be overlooked by others. In our excitement to relive the past, we forgot to make sure everyone was on the same page. This incident made me reflect on the dynamics of friendship and communication. It's easy to take for granted that our friends will always be there, that they'll understand our intentions without us having to spell everything out. But life isn't always that simple. Friends can feel like an extension of ourselves, yet they have their own thoughts, feelings, and expectations. So am I the asshole for not checking my phone and assuming Mark would just know where we were? Or was it a collective oversight, a lesson in the importance of clear communication and considering the perspectives of others? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever found yourself in a similar situation where a misunderstanding led to unexpected consequences? How did you resolve it? And what did you learn from the experience? Your stories and insights are not just welcome, they're necessary. Because at the end of the day, it's through sharing and understanding each other that we grow, not just as individuals, but as friends, navigating this complex journey of life together.